Alert.
We're following a local breaking news alert right now on an investigation we have been following for you for months.
Within the past hour, we learned embattled dentist Dr. Howard S. Schneider has been arrested. He's facing 11 counts of Medicaid fraud. Channel 4's Jim Pickett is joining us live with the breaking news details. Jim?
You know, I'm in a lawyer's office here in Ortega, John Phillips' office, who's going to be talking to us with some of the clients of Dr. Schneider a little bit later on. But as you had mentioned, he had been arrested today, 11 counts of Medicaid fraud. That comes from the Attorney General's office. What we're hearing, though, at this point, that it has to maybe do with billing practices. You know, Dr. Schneider's been coming under fire since last summer as we have talked to some of the patients that have mentioned all of the problems. They've been protesting in front of his office. They wanted that office closed, which was shut down. He also lost his license as a dentist, claiming all types of problems, basically restraining children to chairs, pulling teeth that were unnecessary, numerous problems to mention. In fact, John Phillips, Attorney John Phillips, is here. He represents some of those clients. John, did this surprise you today, the action that he was arrested on this?
It did. We knew that they were looking at charges, but the fact that it happened today rather than, next week was a bit surprising.
You know, we're hearing these are Medicaid fraud charges. Is that probably with billing, or do you have any idea what they might be?
We do. We've been through the records, and we've seen some of it. You know, he billed for every single thing and then some. So that's what the allegations are. We don't know on which children that these particular charges are yet, but we've seen it.
And if you can refresh our memory on some of the cases, some of your clients, what are they saying happened?
Too many teeth were pulled, more dental services than were necessary, which is, again, where the Medicaid fraud comes in. And then there's the abuse. As you recall, there's that picture of little Brielle with the bruise on her forehead, and the restraint, like you mentioned.
In all of this, I know the parents, you've talked to some of them. We're going to be hearing from some of them later. What do they think of the fact that he is now in jail on these charges?
It gives them a little bit of closure. Justice has been slow for them. They wanted to see his practice shut down, and it happened. He rescinded his own licenses. He turned them in. And, but the main thing that they wanted to see was the criminal justice system, give him a day in court. And now we're headed towards that.
And we're headed towards that day. Finally, can you kind of say what happens next?
He'll have a first appearance, a plea likely not guilty. And then they'll go through the process of whether he waives speedy trial, and they have to do discovery quick or slow. And, meanwhile, we have the civil matter going on as well.
All right. Thank you, John. So, again, Dr. Schneider now in jail. He turned himself in a little bit earlier today, $850,000 bond. We're going to have more coming up at 5:30 when some of the clients come to the offices here, and, of course, more at 6. For now, we're live in Ortega. Jim Pickett, Channel 4, the local station.